Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jeff with AutoHunter.com, and today we're going to be looking at this beautiful 1954 Kaiser Darrin convertible. But before we can open up the car and show you all the goodies on the inside and everything like that, first, a quick word from our sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by Land Air Sea. Keep tabs on all your valuable assets from the palm of your hand. Remember, with Land Air Sea, theft is temporary. Visit landairSea.com to order your Land Air Sea GPS unit for your classic vehicle.
So today I'm standing in front of a 1954 Kaiser Darrin convertible, and this is a very interesting car. It's actually a one-year model only. This particular car is finished in green, over a green interior as well. Obviously, it's a convertible and built by the Kaiser Motor Corporation. So one of the interesting things about this car is they actually had a designer who designed the Darrin convertible. His name was Howard Darrin, and of course, the owner of the company was Henry Kaiser. What had happened, as the story goes, is when designing this car, Darrin had actually used his own money and funds to create the main design for the car as we see here. Now, when he went to unveil the car to Henry Kaiser, it was originally received sort of unfavorably by Henry Kaiser. But his wife was with him at the time, checking out the sports car. Henry Kaiser was actually quoted as saying, "Kaiser does not make sports cars." So that's one of the interesting things about this very sporty looking coupe. Now, his wife had actually convinced Henry Kaiser otherwise, and to actually put the car into production. So this 1954 model year is the only year that these cars would be produced, and they built a total of 435 units. This car, which is number 88 of all of those units produced. So pretty cool story there. These cars have a number of different features. They're essentially based off a Henry Kaiser J model. So this does feature a inline 6 underneath. I'll go ahead and pop the hood and show you what's underneath here. So we go ahead and pop the hood. That is a 161 cubic inch inline 6 engine and is borrowed from the Henry Kaiser J convertible there. That is producing a whopping 90 horsepower. Yes, I know it's quite the high horsepower number for this otherwise sporty looking convertible, but despite Kaiser not wanting to make a sports car during this time, it actually comes at a pretty good point. When we saw the introductory, people were more interested in European sports cars and things at the time, so this car just made more sense to sort of go and venture into that market, so to speak, as we were getting into some of these production cars. So some other features as we go around the car, obviously it has a sort of interesting nose. Of course, it got some Kaiser hubcaps here with some beautiful white wall tires, a nice Kaiser badge on the side, and then if we go back and take a look at the doors here, these are not your typical doors. Now, on some Kaiser models, the doors would actually slide into the fenders. In this case, these have been changed a little bit. So if we go ahead and open these, you'll notice these do not slide in, but right here is where what would have been the mechanism that would have let the door slide forward into the body panel. So normally these doors slide forward. This car has been modified at some point, so they no longer slide in. They open like your normal sports car, but normally on normal Kaisers unmodified, they slide in. And of course we have a green interior, which is mated to a 3-speed manual transmission to handle all that horsepower from that inline 6 that sits up front in the engine bay. So pretty cool in that regard. Moving around to the back of the car, we have more typical roadster sort of sporty styling in the rear here. Again, just a reminder of the sort of period and era as we started to see the increase in popularity of things like the open British sports cars and other stuff that was quickly gaining popularity within the United States. So while this car is not one of the most phenomenal vehicles, of course, Kaiser later going away, but it's pretty interesting to see the sports car, which would be a standout model for the Kaiser Corporation. So with that, that's going to be the end of the video there. If you guys want to purchase a collector vehicle for yourself, be sure to check out AutoHunter.com. And if you guys like this video, could throw us a like. We'd really appreciate it. And get subscribed as we release videos like this regularly. With that, thank you so much for watching.